Hey Capricorn, it's Suzanne here to do your weekly reading. It's early. Okay, so we're going to do three cards to start. And I'm not really, I don't really have a specific focus. And sometimes I share that focus with you, other times I don't. But I'm telling you, I don't have a focus, and I'm not sharing. I'm not keeping anything from you. So I'm just starting with an oracle card and 2 Lenormand cards. That was a terrible shuffle. We'll try again. All right. All right, so before we get started, I'll just let you know that there's a picture on the thumbnail this week, which is simply a picture of my sister's dog, Scout, who has been in the hospital all weekend. And, if you have any positive thoughts, feel free to, and you don't have to share them or, just throw out a positive thought towards Scout, because I believe in the power of positivity and prayer. And if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you probably know that I love animals. Dogs, are especially close to my heart, but all animals. And, this poor dog, who's 5 years old, and she's such a sweet, sweet dog, has really tested my sister and her family. This is a dog while she was a puppy that ate a whole bunch of rocks. Had to has had to have multiple surgeries based on some strange behaviors along the way, and but just such a sweet dog. And I guess the thing that I'm praying for the most is that she's not left having to make a really difficult decision, So anyway, that's what that's about. And, every thought, every prayer, every comment, anything like that you share that's positive, and not just about Scout, but about anything on any video, that does make a difference. It does. And, so don't think that you're just, one of many, or, even one of a few. That one can be the one that makes the biggest difference. So, and that's why everybody has, that power of source within them. You have the power to make a difference in the world every day, which is amazing. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that, but I just wanted to explain why I posted that picture this week. We are hoping for the best, and we're hoping that she comes home happy and healthy for sure, okay? Because, she is part of the family, right? All right, so let's see what we have for you for this week here. Let's see what we get. Wow. Connection. And it says at the bottom there, we are all connected. That's amazing. Okay. And then we have the number 7, which is, a very mystical, intuitive number. So there might be something very mystical or intuitive happening within your life right now, or within the connection that you're experiencing. Okay. So we have, these cards are not meant to be read in the reverse. All right, so we have the ship, which is about the journey you're on, the journey that you and another person are on. Okay, and then we have the number 3, so which is about communication. somebody might be thinking about communicating with you. You might be thinking about communicating with somebody else. Wow. Okay. So we have the star. Okay, so the star in the Lenormand deck is essentially the same as the star in tarot, which is about your heart's desire, your wishes fulfilled. This is beautiful. This number, okay, we have 16, which breaks down to what? 7, which is about mystical connection and intuition. All right, let's see. What do we got? Capricorn. This is you, and the person you're watching for will be on the bottom. I'm going to move these over. If you're new to my channel, I don't do reversals in general readings. I do, of course, do them in personal readings. And, you know, some of you have asked me why that is. And, you know, there's no big secret there. You know, in a general reading, there's obviously more people that I'm connecting to. And the cards in their upright format absolutely balance each other just in their upright mode. Okay, when I'm doing a personal reading, it allows me to dig a little bit deeper for that particular person. But the other reason, honestly, is that whenever I do a personal reading and I show a card that's in the reverse, I literally have to talk about what that card means in the upright as well in order for that person to understand what it means in the reverse, especially within their reading, okay? Otherwise, if I don't do that, then the connotation with the card being in reverse is negative on its own unless it's explained by showing the upright meaning as well as the reversed meaning, which would extend the length of my readings, because I feel like it's only fair to do that. For those of you that know all of the meanings of the cards, that's fantastic. But I will tell you, most people do not. And that's why I don't do reversals in general readings, for those of you that are curious. All right, let's see. Capricorn. All right, so for you, we're starting off with 10 of Swords. Now, isn't that interesting when we have such a beautiful energy here? So that tells me that either, you know, something happened in your life. The good news is that 10 of Swords, regardless, has already passed. So the worst has passed, but you might have felt some element of betrayal from this connection or in life in general, or maybe this is your current energy because of what's going on in the world. And, you know, I don't know, the sooner you can get yourself out of this energy, the better, always, because there is a tendency when we're in this energy to feel a little bit like a victim, all right? And, you know, I don't know. It's like, do you really want to be in the energy of being a victim, or do you want to be in the energy of being able to feel like you control your life going forward as much as you can? All right? I'm telling you, the best energy to be in is knowing that you have much more power and much more control in your life than you think. So we'll see what that's about. And then we have the Emperor, which is about what? Control. Control, authority. This is the card of Aries. So this could have shown up in your life to allow you to realize or embrace the power that you do have in your life. So you might be experiencing that right now based on what's going on in the world, what's going on within this connection. Look at this. So this person has the Lovers, okay? And ironically, the Lovers has less to do with actual love than it does with the actual connection, the sexual attraction, okay? So this journey, okay, the ship here could have been teaching you about this Ten of Swords energy, or, you know, maybe you betrayed this person, or this person betrayed you in some way. How have you been with forgiving that and moving on, or accepting that it might have needed to happen the way that it did for reasons maybe you don't understand yet? This person right now, I feel like, is in this energy of the connection, of the attraction. And here you are in Ten of Swords. And you might be coming out of this, but you know, this journey has been what has felt like a little bit of a betrayal to you. And that could be just how you're seeing it. Maybe that needed to happen in order to get this person into this energy. What does this person have here? Wow. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this energy feels more connected to this person. So remember the ship, number 3, communication. Communication about a connection, about somebody's heart's desire. And we have Ace of Cups. So did this ever get off the ground? Did this ever materialize into an actual relationship? Or did it always simply kind of hover in that connection phase where you felt connected? Maybe you knew why, maybe you didn't. Maybe, you know, you spent some time together. Maybe it was kind of all over the place. Maybe there was separation. It could have been a mess for a while, and it could have been a mess in your head. This could have been all in your head, believe it or not. Just by the stories, because what comes before Ten of Swords? 9 of Swords. So a lot of times the 9 of Swords, which is the stories that we create, the negative stories that we create, which are usually not based in fact, roll over into the 10 of Swords, where not only do we tell ourselves the stories of things that have happened in the past, we write those stories, then we write our own betrayal. Have you done that? I don't think I've ever said that before when it came to the 10 of Swords. So that is a specific message for somebody. We have 2 of Wands. So for you, very, very, actually very masculine energy up here, by the way. 2 of Wands is somebody that has a choice to make. Generally, this energy says that you really know what it is that you want, but the choice is actually around the action that you take. So you probably know what you want to do or what you should be doing, but you're not doing it yet. So why is that? You know, this 10 of Swords and 2 of Wands is separated by the Emperor. Maybe somebody that you saw as a leader or somebody you respected, somebody that you never thought would ever betray you, somebody that you were making, like, look at this card is facing the Emperor, okay, which can also be the divine masculine. So I feel like in this particular reading, you felt betrayed, you chose this masculine. At some point, you did. But did you take the action that you knew that you should? I feel like there's something that you could have done differently that might have been part of the stories that you were telling yourself in the Nine of Swords. You could have done something differently. Doesn't mean that you were meant to do it that way, but in your mind, you feel like you could have done something differently or something more when it came to this connection. Now, keep in mind that whatever you actually did do when it came to this connection has brought the person that you have the connection with into this energy right now. This energy says, listen, this connection is here. I feel this connection, and there is the opportunity for new love. And it might not be new in the sense that you just met, but it might be new in the sense that it's being allowed to happen now. Look at this. 10 of Wands. So if this person down here is more connected to this energy, then the journey, the connection, the fact that you could be this person's heart's desire has been a heavy burden to this person. And then we've got a 10 for each of you in each of these corners. Both of these 10s are the more masculine energy 10s. So I feel like, when things were going not quite how you wanted in this connection, you were heavily in your thoughts. And for this person, I feel like it could have been a lack of action at some point that creates the burden for this person. So let's see. I want clarification on the 10 of Swords for you and on the 2 of Wands for you. And then down here for this person on the Lovers and on the 10 of Wands. Ten of Swords for you, clarified by 9 of Pentacles. All right, so here's the deal. Ultimately, I feel like the way that you kind of dealt with this 10 of Swords was just, you know what? I'm just meant to be single. I'm just not meant to be in a connection or in a relationship. I'm perfectly fine on my own. That could have been one of the stories that you were telling yourself, which got you to the point where, you ended up not making a choice on doing something or doing something differently. 2 of Wands clarified by 2 of Swords. The 2s have been hanging out together. So the choice that you made was to block your heart. That was really the only way that you could deal with the choices that you made around this masculine. Down here, the Lovers, remember this is more about the connection itself and the attraction. We have the Knight of Swords. So this person has the energy of desperately wanting to explain something to you. And they might be very clumsy about it. They might be a little tactless, a little, they might explain something without a whole lot of emotion just to get it out. They might explain something that is really actually very emotional in a very unemotional way. 10 of Wands, what was this burden? Queen of Swords. So lots of air energy down here. I feel like the burden that this person carries is they know that they might have known you as a very happy, joyful, loving, giving person. And this is coming to me like they may have felt like they ruined you. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is somebody that learns their lessons in a very difficult way. And that could be you. That's how this person could be seeing you. The burden is this person might have felt like they created a jaded person based on what their lack of action was in the past. So they might feel like you're ready to just cut them. In other words, cut them out. Or you already have done that. You know, they might have expected you to pursue them at one point and you did not. All right, so I want to pull one card for you and one card for them. This is for them. And this is for you. Ace of Pentacles for them. Look at that. There's your card, the Devil. So this person, here's the thing. When it comes to this connection, this person had intentions towards a new beginning. There was a foundation here when it came to you. Whether it was spoken, whether it wasn't spoken, there was intention. There were seeds planted. And it was because you were this person's heart's desire. But I don't feel like this person knew how to really bring it into reality. Like, that's why I feel like it's like in the ethers. It's like in the air, but not really. You know, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, it never got off the ground. This person here, down here, has Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups and Lovers. There was intention for a connection here, for possibly an affair, or possibly, you know, whatever it was, a beginning, but it never materialized. And it partially can be because you blocked your heart, you stopped taking action where you felt like maybe you should have taken more action yourself. And because you told yourself, you know what? I don't need anybody. I'm good. I'm good with the cat. I'm good with the dog. I'm good with the crazy neighbor next door. Whatever it was, you know, it was like you found some resolve in saying, you know what, it's okay. But, you know, it's interesting that this energy is showing itself right now. This person, during, you know, this crisis that's going on, may have a lot more time to think about this. Or they may have a lot more time to live in a reality that they don't really love. So you might be bubbling up to the surface. All right, Capricorn. Remember, Wednesday this week I'm doing same day readings. If that's something you're interested in, just reach out. I'm here. I will respond to you quickly. All right, so if your homes, you know, or if you're working, whatever the case may be, you know, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Happy being the most important thing, because that's where your power is where your joy is. All right. Thanks, Capricorn. That's what I have for you. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.